Hello, 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 everybody. In this video, you're going to meet a guy named John Bass. He's a very interesting character. Vietnam War vet, Special Forces, died twice and lives to tell about it. And he has a bunch of interesting stories every time I work with him. So this next video is going to be story time with Mr. Bass. Enjoy.
Take us anywhere we want to go.
Right.
So I'd end up taking them, and they'd tell me, Mr. Bass, you ought to write a book because you got so many stories to tell.
Right.
Yeah, I had this one family. They were trying to beat me out of some money once. I'd put in a swimming pool for them, and they gave me a check. This is back in the old days before the computers ran so fast and all, and back when people used to kite checks and everything. And they gave me a check that bounced, and so I made a phone call into the bank because you have to find out what their balance is, but the bank people won't tell you what the balance is because you're not the client. So I'd call up and I'd ask, will a $2,000 check, can you cover a $2,000 check in this account? And they'd say yes. And then I'd call back and I'd say, can you cover a $2,400 check in this account? And they'd say no. And then about an hour later, I'd call back and ask about a $2,200 check. And then I'd narrow it down so that I had a $200 range. And so I went to the bank and I deposited $200 to get over the $2,500. And then I went to the next teller and I cashed the check. And they said, wait, there's not enough money in here. I said, no, double check. I think they just made a deposit. and she said, she checked, she says, oh yeah, they did. I said, okay, it cleared. So I got the $2,500 and the woman went berserk. They were trying to milk me out of the $2,500.
Dang.
So I ended up getting my money after all, but it sure made her mad. She says, that's illegal. I says, it's not illegal to put money in somebody's account. It's illegal if you take it out fraudulently.
So she wrote you a check for $2,500.
Knowing that it wouldn't clear.
Right, but then you took $200 of that and deposited it into her account.
I took $200 of my money and put it into her account. So I took a $200 loss,
right?
But I made $2,300.
Right. So, but because then the bank said, "Yeah, we'll go ahead and cash this check for you."
Yeah. So I cashed the $2,500 check, which gave me my $200 back, and I got $2,300.
And she never even had that money in the bank in the first place.
No.
Ah!